cable now. The Steelers, man, they wouldn't lose. And then they just kept losing, and it's happened again.
Right. And by the time you all finished, they had this great game, right? We've had 6 wild card games, and the very last one, which took almost 3.5 hours to play, was actually over in 14 seconds. Steelers, Browns. They met last weekend. Browns won this weekend. Hey, guess what? Browns won. Here we go. There's Baker Mayfield. He's getting ready to go. Big Ben is back. He didn't play. Big Ben's back, folks. He didn't play last week. They let Mason Rudolph handle it. Oh, that's right. Our head coach isn't available, Kevin Stefanski. So we got to have Mike Prefer is coaching. He's the special teams coordinator. And that's the very first offensive snap from scrimmage for Pittsburgh. Maurice Pouncey. We just kind of airmailed our quarterback. Over it goes into the end zone. Carl Joseph falls on it for a touchdown. We're 14 seconds in. According to Elias, Browns are the first team with a defensive touchdown in the first play of a playoff game since '65. So it's 7-0. Pittsburgh, there's their second possession. Big Ben under pressure, tipped. MJ Stewart's got it. Not to be confused with JW. Cleveland takes over. Stewart, he's got the turnover bone or chain or something. It's a really important reward. Mayfield, Jarvis Landry, cuts out, cuts in. He's running. People are chasing him. He's in the end zone. 40-yard touchdown passes. You see there, we've got 5 minutes and 14 seconds. Go on, and Cleveland's up 14-0. Pittsburgh 3rd and 1. Derek Watt, no rushes during the regular season. Fancy formation stuff. You'll get nothing and like it, and Pittsburgh's going to have to punt. So Cleveland now, they got it, and guess what? Nick Chubb, he went to Georgia. He's a damn good dog. Plows through that line for 20 yards. Threatening again. Kareem Hunt. He's just going to pound in there. Keep going, keep going, keep going. He's just going to take all the black jerseys and gold pants into the end zone. 11 yards, not going to be denied. That is good physical, tough running. It's 21-0.
Come on.
Guess what? There's still more. They play 15 minutes. There's 3.5 left. Roethlisberger throws it off the hands of Deontay Johnson. Sheldrick Redwine's got it. That's another turnover. Returned all the way down to the Pittsburgh 20-yard line. Now, Ben threw 4 touchdown passes in this game. He also had 4 picks. Not the happy you want to see. 3 plays later, here's Hunt. I saw this the first time. I thought, you know what? If you're playing two-hand touch, he's still not down.
Wow.
He still scores. It's 28-0 after the first quarter. Hunt 2 touch. It's 28-0. I mean, that's a rout. It's not over. Cleveland's 28 points. It ties the Raiders for the most points scored in the first quarter of a postseason game. Oakland did it in the 1969 NFL Divisional Playoff against the Oilers. In their previous 13 games in Pittsburgh, the Browns have scored 28 points in the first quarter combined. The 4 touchdowns mark the largest deficit Ben Roethlisberger has ever faced in a home game. I'm going to ruin it for you. He did not lead a historic comeback. We're going to show you what happened in the 45 minutes of garbage time. Steelers did get a touchdown. It's 28-7. Baker Mayfield coming back at you. Over to Chubb. Chubb had 76 rushing yards. Chubb had 69 receiving yards. 21-yard gain later in the drive. Mayfield, again, he was 21 of 34. 3 touchdown passes. That one to Austin Hooper. It's 35-7 at the half. So I imagine there was some sort of fiery speech. We come out in the third quarter. 35-16. Ben Juju Schuster talking it over. Dude, we got work to do. Downfield, Juju's got that one. He's going to pick up 27, so the Steelers, but we're not giving up. We're going to go for it. 4th and goal. We're down there trying to get points on the board. We're going to throw it. Ben threw it a lot in this game. Juju Schuster's got it. So it's 35-23. I don't know if the cheese is binding just yet. Ben threw it 68 times.
It's like Neil Lomax at Portland
State under Mouse Davis. Yard short of the first down. Steelers are going to punt. Shy midfield. Because at this point, right, you're going to the fourth quarter, you're down 12, you might be all right.
You're showing the whole game.
Cleveland, 3rd and 2. Mayfield, Jarvis Landry. That's the first down, and so the Browns just keep rolling mightily along. Then we're going to give it to our boy Chubb on 2nd and 10. He's just going to, little screen out there, got Lyman in front of him. That's 41 yards for Chubb. Bark, bark, bark. That's a guy who was a Georgia dog. Now he's a Cleveland Browns dog. It all works out wonderful. 42-23. Roethlisberger, he's back. Threw for 501 yards in this thing. Juju had 13 catches, 157 yards. So they pick up 25 there. Roethlisberger, he's slinging it every down. Chase Claypool, that's in for the touchdown. 2-point conversion. Chart says go for two. Steelers, 42-29. Wait, there's more. 3:20. Oh, Ben. That one's intercepted. So that's going the other way. Ben can't believe that. And Baker Mayfield and the Browns are going to get their first playoff win since the Bill Belichick era in 1995. Wow. Post-game, winners talk first.
We're joined now by Myles Garrett. Myles, you remember what it was like to go 0-16, right? What does it feel like to get the first playoff win since 1994 for this franchise?
Not only that, but the first win in Pittsburgh since Ben's been in the league. I remember he ended my season, or they ended our season, my first year. They made it 0-16, and they would have wanted to give us our first playoff win. That's poetic justice, but they battled hard.
Now, a lot of guys left this field screaming same old Browns and Cabo. What was the message you guys were determined to send today to these Pittsburgh Steelers?
We're disrespected. I mean, with the media, with the comments from Juju and other players on the team, they thought we were just gonna come out here, it was gonna be a cakewalk, and now they had written us off. And there was no way we were gonna come out here without giving our best shot.
Next up, Kansas City Chiefs, defending Super Bowl champs. How much bigger of a challenge is next week gonna be for you guys? How do you feel about that matchup?
I mean, it's a different challenge. I mean, they got different kind of skill players. They got a hell of a superstar in Patrick Mahomes, and I mean, all the offensive guys really. And so we just got to apply pressure on them and get takeaways when we can.
Congratulations, Myles.
Thank you.
Wow, the Browns. Jeff Saturday on board. Warn folks, if somebody better comes along at the podium, you're out. We will pull the plug on you, but we need you right now. I mean, this Pittsburgh team, last team to be unbeaten, and then they got beaten a lot. Like a bigger picture, what happened to this team?
Yeah, look, their offensive line, they couldn't run the football. They were giving up pressure. I know there was sacks. They kept them low.